HyperAcusis is a term you may not have heard of. It refers to an increased sensitivity to noise stimulus. Now, this is actually really important to understand because for some children who have hyperacusis, the ability to focus on a task and regulate our emotions can be impaired because our reactivity to these noise stimulus can be really high and our cognitive load can only tolerate so much, and this can make it really difficult for us to regulate our feelings, our emotions, our task focus. So a really good analogy that I like to discuss with parents and teachers and other therapists is imagine you're parking a car, but this car park, it is really stressful. There's a lot of other people moving, there's other cars moving, and to us to focus, we might need to turn down our radio or the amount of noise we're getting from other people in the car. And this dialing down actually helps us to task focus. Now imagine you're a child in a classroom. There's 30 other kids, there's lots of noise going on. Being able to focus on a task can be really challenging, particularly if you already have an increased sensitivity to auditory input. So what we want to do is find out, okay, how can we help either modify this environment or work on our internal strategies to regulate? So in terms of modification of environment, one, let's say, can we do some classroom activities outside? Inside, we get a lot more reverberation from a box or in. Outside, this noise will get distributed much more easily, meaning less impact on our auditory system. Another way to modify the environment that I find works really well and is a pretty easy strategy to implement is, can we break a task into smaller groups? So instead of 30 people participating in activity, can we do groups of 5? And that way, the amount of cognitive load, the amount of stimulus again is reduced. And this also works in sporting sessions as well. So if I'm working with children with autism and we're working on, say, soccer skills, we're going to either go into some smaller groups or one-on-one to help try and reduce that amount of overall load. In terms of internal strategies that we can use, we can reduce the noise input. So you might see children with headphones. And sometimes we get a lot of criticism that, oh, kids shouldn't have to wear headphones out in public spaces. But if we need to reduce that auditory input so we can achieve our goal, which might be community participation, it might be going out for dinner with a family, and that could be a huge goal that we've been working on for a long time, of course we're going to use headphones. It's going to help reduce that auditory stimulus, and it provides opportunities to practice those social and communication skills. Now, I hope these couple of ideas helped. Please let me know in the comments what you think about auditory stimulation and how you can help support your children too.